2 kills with that. And that's the only 2 kills I think I saw the entire time with the War Machine.
So we're moving into the ban and protect process for Fringe Search and Destroy. And, man, everybody's afraid of Cold Chance Sniper. Immediately the SVG getting banned out. As Preview will follow that up with Rapid Fire. Pac-Man takes those smoke grenades away from Fizzerp. So some cool stuff going on early on in this process. And even though the SVG gets banned out, Fizzerp will still get rid of the overkill.
Well, it's like you take away my toys, I'm going to take away yours. But now, Lacefield and Colchan next up to the plate here. And this looks like it could be a late high-caliber ban again.
Yeah. Well, there goes the Shiva.
Gone. Now on Lacefield, if he doesn't ban the high-caliber here, that means... Oh, he does ban it. He will ban it here. I'm not going to have that game of chicken again going into this one. Now, I'm wondering if someone's going to ban tactical grenades to try...
Tacticals are still in. Kinetic armor.
Yeah.
Camo.
I think camo will probably stay. I think we'll might see a tactical ban. Unless they just throw something into the works here. Maybe ban out the MH to throw the other team off going, oh, well, wait a minute, that's a bit late of a ban. Kinetic armor has gone, though. And now waits, gets his pick, overclock. All
right, so Afterburner's still in, the tactical still in as well, so that kind of third perk discussion, do you use Blast Suppressor and Dead Silence, or do you throw in Tac Mask with one of the other two?
Yeah.
Could be important. I think off the beginning, in the first few rounds of this, you definitely want to use Tac Mask, and then kind of, if you don't see the other team using tacticals, go ahead and
well, I mean, one of the safer ones you can go for there, if you're a little bit worried about whether or not they're going to run it, you'd run a trophy maybe. Yeah. That way, no matter what they actually end up running, you're okay either way. You don't have to worry about having a flak jacket or attack on. You have a trophy down and you see what kind of comes in.
Yeah, that could be true, but now we're moving into the specialist draft on the side of TSM. Proof's going to go ahead and pick up Vision Pulse, Pac-Man with Heat Wave, Colchan with Active Camo. On the other side for H2k, so far we have Lego going with Camo. Overdrive picked up by Fizzerp, as well as Heat Wave for Lacefield, as Wheats will finish things off for TSM with Psychosis, Vision Pulse for Fear. So another Overdrive pick on Search and Destroy. Still, we're seeing it used very early on in the rounds. Saw it used a bit better for the CLG guys, where they were able to gain some early position over near the brick side of the map, but that seems to be how everybody has decided to use Overdrive this weekend.
So with tacticals in, it wouldn't surprise me at some point to see Fizzerp go for a rush, use the tacticals to try and just get in there and maybe hit a flank or go even straight through the middle. If he's got those tacticals, he can just throw them straight down mid with the overdrive and try and make a play. Yeah. Whether or not he'll do it, though, like I said, it's very subjective whether or not you actually pick up the kills or you lose the trade. I said, are you going to be first blood or do you get first blood?
I'm still not completely sold on it yet. I think there's still some more experimenting that these players need to do with it, but some of the other things that he could have picked instead of Overdrive, maybe something like a Psychosis. That definitely could have been useful.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to push down Train. There were so many points where you run down
Train, use it out through the tin doorways over towards the A-bomb site to try to bait that player near the back alley.
Well, I think one of the issues with Overdrive is that if you do go for that rush, which seems to be kind of the preferred method for players using it here, you're so far in front of your teammates that if you mess up, or even if you get one kill, there won't be a trade. It's almost impossible for that trade to come in. So that's why maybe not down mid, maybe hit a flank, try and grab early, kind of pushing the hardware, get that early secure, and then allow his teammates to come through behind him.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, Brycey. So moving it into Fringe, Search and Destroy. I think H2k kind of has a slight advantage here. Search and Destroy is really their bread and butter game mode, and if they lose this game, I think it's going to be much more of an uphill battle for them. But they've been on such a losing streak in the CWO. They really need this win to kind of turn things around, I think.
Well, not only just to turn around for their run of luck here, but you also got to remember that they were in control of that hard point almost the entire way through. They need that mental boost now. They need a good Search and Destroy, and they really don't want to mess anything up here because if they go 2-0 down, they'll be sitting there going, same old story. What is wrong with us?
I mean, if they lose this, it's kind of back to the drawing board. Maybe they make a roster change or try something drastic.
Well,
they had a hot start to the league, man. They were one of the only undefeated teams, going into, the second day of week 2, and then they lost that game, and then they lost like 6 more after that. So something's gone wrong, and clearly something needs to change for that lineup.
I think it's very interesting what you said there about a roster change. I think this is where this actually comes into play. If you're going, well, we can't win league games. We've got to land. We still can't win. Something has to change. That's when you go, well, we've tried everything now. It's just not good enough. I mean, TSM is not up with the elite level teams that we've kind of been speaking about. So
they're a solid middle of the pack team.
Yeah, exactly. Solid middle of the pack. But if they lost here to maybe like Optic or Fade or someone like that, they go, you know what? We just had a bad bracket. It's fine. We're still okay here. But if you're struggling in the middle of the pack, then you go, well, we actually want to be higher than the middle of the pack anyway. Maybe it's time to take a look at what we're actually doing.
All right, so starting things off here with Colchan. Take a look at what he's using. He's got the M8, the LCAR in his back pocket. He's just looking over his teammates as they're pushing down railings. It's actually going to be Pac-Man, and Pac-Man's been playing super well in Search and Destroy recently. I don't know if you've caught some of their CWL games, but he's been going off.
Well, right now, he's in a little bit of a dangerous position here. Fortunately, his teammate is in a position to back him up here. He's trying to make that pick up top arm. Weeks is actually going to end up pushing it, and Weeks will make that kill here. Now, Weeks might actually have to back off here in a second if they're going to look for any bomb site control. He doesn't know. Legal will end up taking him down.
All right, so now the action going down over near top barn. You just saw Wheats get taken down there, so that's going to be the bomb dropped as well. Pac-Man just spots one player. That's going to be Legal, trying to come around towards back barn, and now it's all down to Lacefield, the top performer
look at
for
that.
H2k, and he's cornered in, man.
Horrible position to be in. Now, I believe that bomb was actually picked back up.
No, it's still down.
It is still down. So Lacefield technically has a small advantage as they don't know exactly where he is. Picks up one, and looks for the second. Can he get it? No. Hip fire, no good. Will not get that one. TSM will convert their man advantage into the first round.
All right, so good stuff so far from TSM. You know, just early on, they were able to trade out the kill. I mean, Pac-Man weakens that guy over near top barn. Wheats immediately pushes in, trades the kill, even though he dies after. They take control of back barn. They force that player back rocks to pretty much get taken out. They find Legal there, and then Lacefield's just trapped in. He has nowhere to go once he's spotted.
Certainly does not, but we're now going to jump on to H2k side on the attack. Right, let's have a little look at Fizz.
You want to watch some Fizzer?
Right. Fizzer pushing forward just a little bit now. It looks like a very aggressive push actually moving forward.
They proved he spot this, though.
I don't know if he did, and you can actually see the rotation coming back in from TSM.
Yeah, so Fizzer, this is a key position for him to hold. There's going to be one player for TSM challenging shortly as Fears opens things up with first blood on the Proofy. The bomb does get planted, so TSM, they need to start picking up speed here. Colchan responds by finding Legal.
He did.
But here comes Wheats. He's coming around a bit of a flank. Action goes down over near top barn. As soon as I switch over, Colchan with the second kill of the round. Wheats, he's going to get some help from Pac-Man, and now it is all down to Fears. Plenty of time left on the bomb timer.
He's make that does.
Going to find one more.
Gets that one as well. It's now him versus Colchan, and Colchan tags him up, but it's the time. The time will kill him more than anything else. The MR6 will be bursting in the hands of him. Is he going to call this one correctly? Yes, he is. Does manage to get that one, ties it up. What a play from Fizz.
I mean, just staying alive after getting tagged up by Colchan. Those two quick kills with the MR6 finishes it off with the same gun here. Colchan, I mean, not much he could do. As soon as Fears gets away, there's so many different positions he could go to, and plenty of time left on the timer. If he tried to, go looking for Fears, even if he picked up the kill, there might have not even been enough time left on the clock to get that defuse.
Colchan's going to be so upset he didn't get that trade. Almost had him. He was weak as well, so Colchan
was full red.
Yeah, Colchan must have barely got a bullet on him because he was already in 2 gunfights. But right, we are back on board with TSM on the attack here. They just lost a man advantage, well, a 2-man advantage. It was 3 versus 1. How will that affect them here? Are they going to play a little bit more timid, or are they just going to stick to their game plan?
You know, TSM, they've been playing for so long, and I don't think they're really too worried about getting 1v3 there. I think they'll be able to bounce back rather quickly, but we'll see how it affects them coming into this round. It's going to be Lacefield first blood on the Pac-Man. Proofy did spot this player over near the back rocks, so trying to get that clean line of sight, and can't find it. TSM forced to back up here and try a different route.
Now, we don't actually see rotations happen this much on this map, simply because it only kind of takes one person on A to shut down this push that much. They can't rotate through middle because someone can watch from top barn where a player usually is. It's difficult to rotate on this map.
It can be. You just kind of need to find, a kill or two to open things up and force the rotation from the other team. When you don't find any kills like this, it can be a bit tougher, as you were saying. Legal, he spots this. Everybody's still alive for H2k. They're immediately going to rotate over. I mean, take a look at the minimap. They're just going to leave one player for safety over at that B bomb site. Wheats under some fire. He's going to push in towards this A bomb site, and he's got to start planning soon. Yeah, otherwise, H2k are just going to corner them in.
Well, Provy's managed to get a kill there. It's going to be Weeks pushing forward. If he drops the bomb here, it could be dangerous for TSM. 40 seconds left, and Colchan's going to go down as well. It's now going to be Proofy in a 1 versus 2. Doesn't have the time, and I think that's going to be all she wrote there. Will fight. No. Fizzup just gunned him down. But that was the difficulty there. That's the difficulty in that rotation.
Yeah.
Not only is the time a big thing, but Wheats pushing forward to kind of clear forward. And don't get me wrong, pushing forward to make sure there's nobody there to kind of kill you as soon as you get on a bomb is fine. But when he dropped the bomb there, his teammates had absolutely no choice. They
the big part is
forward.
He died. If he just jiggled peeks to the corner, just spots that player over near your barn, backs up, plays for his life. Yeah. Relays that information to his team, maybe gets the bomb down after. Would have put TSM in a much better position. But take a look at Fears, man. 5-1. He's off to a hot start in this game.
Certainly, he's got that HCXD as well. If he can get the dart, he will certainly be in a good position. Now, he's going to use his HCXD. Probably going to use it to try and push into hardware, but no. Spots one to begin with. Using that third person you can do on this. And for me, a lot of the time here, especially on Search and Destroy, not so much in Respawn because people don't pay as much attention to it, but it's more of a, it looks like your own personal UAV. As Fizz is trying to get this second one down, trying to wallbang, not able to get it.
Yeah, Pac-Man trying to flank around, he's shut down.
Now, H2k have the man advantage. They have the two-man advantage. It's 4 versus 2. This rotation is actually a little bit easier for them, simply because it's almost like the standard push.
Yeah, they're trying to play on the TSM rotation, but fortunately, I mean, TSM, they were able to spot this out early, but they just all get taken down. It's all up to Wheats in a 1v4. Rough situation for him. The
push with the L-car now, looking for that player. No, push with the M8, does manage to get the kill anyway. Looking for the second one, gets the first bullet on, but is way too weak to win that gunfight. Lacefield will clean that one up, and H2k go 3-1 up now in the Search and Destroy.
All right, TSM need to play for the trades a little bit more. It seems like they're kind of playing a little bit for the individual players instead of working as a team. Yeah, I mean, you saw Pac-Man go on the flank by himself. Cole-Chan got taken out back alley with no trade made. And from there, H2k built themselves a 42-man advantage and worked it to perfection. They rotated together over all the way towards the B-bomb site. They isolated one player there, and then Wheats left all alone in small room. TSM they get one kill in the round, but it came off the back of a 1v4 situation.
It did now. On board with Proofy here. And TSM, they've sent 2 down to tracks. Now, interestingly enough, they've sent 2 this direction, but nobody's actually looking little room. So they kind of... H2k, fortunately, got no one in that area.
Got to watch out for Legal as well. I'm going to keep him highlighted on your minimap. He's coming along on the flank. He's going to spot this player over near 10L as Fierce opens things up with first blood. Legal finds one off the flank, and now the TSM guys, they kind of need to push through or all rotate back. Proofy's stuck in a corner. He gets shut down. Cole-Chan trying to respond with a kill of his own, but he's in a 1v3. He's pressured as Fizzard picks up the kill. This is why H2k are so scary in Search and Destroy.
They most certainly are, 4-1, and it's actually looking a little bit more casual for them now. Like they're just setting it into a rhythm on Search and Destroy. TSM not able to really make any plays here, but they now have the defense. Can they stop this bleed? 5-1 is a very daunting prospect if they lose it.
Yeah, it's a long road ahead of TSM, especially if they lose this round. So they're going to be on the defensive end of things, but the guys from H2k, they now have some tools to aid them in these future rounds. You got Heatwave on Lacefield. Legal's working towards that active camo. You have Overdrive here on Fizzerp, and Fears, it looks like he's just going to set up for this dart.
Well, here we go. Dart out, and it's got to wait just a second. Still waiting.
Now he could use it.
There we go. Out it goes. Now, information here, all kills, either of which will be great for him, but he's sending it up very high. So clearly information is his first thought. Is this the one back rock? Is he going to be able to get him? No, misses that first one.
Misses the
second one. The rock is deflecting, but it finally picks that kill up. All out of ammo now. Only the dart itself.
He could do the kamikaze, though.
Is he going to be able to get this one? I don't know. Oh, no. Great pilot.
He's pretty good.
Through the door, yeah. Almost run out of time as well. Now, I don't even think he saw that player, so he's going to have no more information for him. However, he does know he didn't see anyone else at B.
Ooh. That's rough for Wheats, man. Trying to pop the Psychosis as a distraction, but he just had not a lot of cover to work with. So it's all down to Pac-Man. A 1v2 in a round where H2k used the dart. Had some mild success with it. Pac-Man just playing for the 50-50 here. Unfortunately, he's on the losing end of that, as H2k will be able to get the bomb planted over at the B site.
And realistically, what he wants is, as soon as bomb goes down, he wants to get a kill from one of the exits, and he will actually get the information there from Barn. Now, how much does he use that information?
He spotted. Did Fizzer not see him?
I don't think he did, but he looks like tries to get the MR6 with that trigger finger. Both of them now pushing forward.
Got to work quickly. He's being flanked.
Yeah. He got done there. Fizz went over the top. 5-1 now. TSM need 5 rounds back-to-back to win this one. Is that too far? Yeah, Fizz went over the top.
MR6 versus MR6 there.
Pulled off a little bit of a Stallone there over the top. But let's go on to this once more. And to be perfectly honest with you, Revan, with the way TSM have been playing this and the way H2k has been playing this, this is impossible for me. I just cannot see TSM pulling off 5 rounds back-to-back in their current form.
I mean, Fears has taken over. He's at 9-2, but it really just seems like TSM are just unable to trade the majority of the deaths that they're getting. Even the kills, I mean, H2k, they're able to get first blood like that.
Pulse.
And he usually gets out, but there we go, Cole-Chan. He finds, so he takes down Legal as well as Fear. So TSM finally had the man advantage, but two H2k players coming around the flank. Fizzerp, is he going to spot Proofy over here? He is spotted, so Proof is immediately going to turn. Fizzerp falls, it's all down to Lacefield.
Lacefield actually running away.
He's going to relocate. He doesn't want any part of that rail side of the map. Going to go back all the way through his respawn. It's going to take a little bit of time, but he has now 40 seconds to work with.
Now, like I said, the issue in this scenario, because there are so many bodies on the map for him to take down, he has to check his corners, has to be careful because they can't afford to just sit.
He did not check his corners.
Yeah. Now,
but he will find one.
Does find one. 30 seconds left to go. He sees the second one as well. Information there. He's going to jump straight out of the window. Get shot up. Somehow still alive. 25 seconds left to go. I think TSM are just going to play time now. If he can get this last kill, no, it doesn't matter. Proofy just guns him down anyway. Like I said, that's almost an impossible scenario. You're miles away. The bomb goes down. You have to pretty much make every decision correctly. Otherwise, you're going to die.
I mean, he really made the most of that situation, though. Comes all the way around back barn, was able to get out because Kolchan, he hit his shots, but wasn't able to finish the kill. Gets to his small room. Could have gotten a bit scary there for TSM.
If he had taken down Proofy at 25 seconds, he could have gone straight on the bomb, which means that they would have had Kolchan would have had a check, or Kolchan would have had that, am I patient enough to wait him out and hope he didn't do it straight away?
All right, so Fizzerp still has the HCXD. Lacefield still has the Heat Wave, so they have a good amount of tools to work with in this upcoming round, as it's going to be an aggressive B-bomb side push. Stun grenades coming out from TSM. They do tag him up, but Fizzerp, once again with first blood, takes down Proofy, as B-side controls is completely controlled by H2k here.
TSM have surrounded the barn, but already lost that as well. Pac-Man goes down, and now Kolchan's going to be sweating bullets. He is the last one alive.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's going to be trying to get here. Almost gets him. Not quite, though. Kolchan only picks up one, and H2k will take the search and destroy. It is now 1-1 between these two teams. And as much as the game was close on the hard points, you cannot say the same about that second map.
Oh, definitely not. But if you're TSM, you're not too upset about that loss. This is H2K's bread and butter game mode. You expect them to kind of win the search and destroy in the majority of the series that they will play. So that's fine for TSM. That was kind of like a must-win map for me if, I'm rooting for H2K. So good signs from both teams. We're going to be moving into an uplink next. Do you think any of these teams have